Hey everybody, it's Owen Video. Welcome to my first ever live channel review on YouTube. Today, I'm going to be going through a new YouTube channel called Yarby. My friend, Jason Yarborough. I've been lucky enough to know Jason for some time now. So it's exciting to see him sort of branch out into YouTube and to be in a place, is that you or me? To be in a place where we can, we are working together to grow his channel. So I hope you get a lot out of today's session. If you're new to YouTube, or if you've been on YouTube for a while and you're looking like how to grow your subscriber base, how to grow your view counts, and how to make videos that people will watch, I think you'll get a lot out of today's session. If you're watching on the replay and you can't watch right now, go ahead and save this video for later. Put it in a playlist somewhere so that you can access it when you're sitting down at home and sort of watching what's going on. If the audio isn't synced up properly, I apologize. Google Hangout, YouTube Live is doing its own thing. We're doing our best. We're top of the line gear here. But the last couple days, the audio has been really bad. So maybe just listen if it's too distracting. And it's enough from me. I wanted to introduce you guys to my guest, Jason Yarborough. We call him Yarby. And Jason, I want to kind of do this channel review a little bit differently. And I wanted to just like give our audience a chance to meet the creator. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Certainly. First off, thanks for having me, man. It's an honor to be your first show here to do a live review of my YouTube channel. It's been a lot of fun getting this thing going, so I really appreciate you recognizing that and bringing me on. So yeah, I'm Yarby. I dabble in some social media work as a career. I've been doing that for about 6-7 years, which is how we crossed paths at Social Fresh.
That's right.
And now my girlfriend and I recently moved to Montana to create a life of adventure and experience. We're here for a few months, and kind of what sparked that a little bit was the vlog and was our new revived sense of storytelling, and which has kind of been a new revival from video, from Snapchat, vlogs, and stuff like that. So we wanted to move somewhere where we could tell some different stories. And we have a little side project called The Wild Letters, where we write about it and post our videos and share what we're doing, where we're at, and the adventures we're having. We love adventure. We love experience. So
on your channel, on your channel, you're basically documenting. We called it a travel vlog in the title. But it's also kind of like an adventure vlog.
Yeah, it's a travel adventure vlog, lifestyle vlog. It's kind of all those things. It's just a place for me to start telling stories and to tell better stories than just writing about it. I do love to write, but I started to put these videos together, I guess back in February of this year. Yeah, so we did a little Valentine's date. Samantha and I did, and I videoed the whole thing. It's such a nerd thing to do, but I made a video, and we both loved it. And with the resurgence of video and watching the work that you're doing, I've been kind of inspired to keep doing this, and I've really enjoyed just having a vlog channel to be able to create content and have somewhere to put it.
What is it that you want your channel to do? What is it you're trying to accomplish with your channel? Is this something you want to be full-time with?
That would be a dream. I would love to be able to do this full-time and to be able to make videos and just to put this kind of fun, creative content out there. It's like I said, for me, it's all about, it's a way for me to tell great stories. It's kind of like the old home videos and home movies that we used to.
That's how I got started.
Yeah, that's fun. I never got a chance to do that growing up. We never had a camera, and I remember the first video I ever did was in college. It was just this piece of crap video camera, and I don't even know what we used to edit it, but I loved it then. And then I learned how to do some stuff after college in my role that I had at a company, and always kind of loved video. And this is kind of a fun way for me to kind of mix my love of creativity and love of storytelling into a much more visually compelling format.
Well, great. That's really exciting. So let's dive in, guys. What we're going to do is I'm going to switch to my screen, and we're going to check out his channel. And I want to give you, Jason, a chance to sort of like tell us what we're looking at just real briefly. But what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to look at his channel and see what adjustments we can make to his channel to make it a little bit more compelling. We're also going to take a look then at some of his top viewed videos and what appears on the recommended, videos pages and how we can capitalize on some opportunities there. Then we'll look at the inside of the video. We'll look at the video itself and look at titles and descriptions and tags and see what we could do there to improve Yarby's ability to be found in search. So I hope you're enjoying. I hope that you'll take the time to watch this. And if you got to bookmark it now, come back to it later. I hope you do that. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at your channel here.
Well, I feel like I should be taking notes right now.
Yeah, you'll have a replay. So you can watch it again. You may want to take some notes, but let's just look at your channel and really focus on what's going on here. So quickly, give us the overview of what we're looking at here, the types of videos you're doing.
These are just our vlogs. I mean, the top 4 here are the last few things that we've done. The smoke show was a fun little family thing we did when we first got to Montana. We made a music video. That's a vlog from I'll use this term lightly, but a quote-unquote influencer trip with Kia, which is kind of the spot I would start covering more of on the vlog, some of these things. And you'll see Vincenzo Landino there. And it's all about us, hanging out with Kia, test driving their cars, and just the experience of the day. This is the day before going to California to work with Kia. It kind of documents my trip and my travel out west. Like I said, the whole travel adventure thing.
And what is this telling us here? This image here.
Oh, I like to have fun. I like to play around. I like to be goofy and explore and play. I was trying to find something that kind of caught that. For me, I love to travel, I love to adventure, I love to have fun. And Vincenzo snapped this picture of me. I jumped up on a ladder on a wall in Charleston, and I just really like the picture. It just kind of captures who I am, and it's kind of adventurous, goofy, and wearing a tank top, which most of the time I am.
It's very you. I know you. You know what I mean? And I see this, and I definitely see you. My big concern about this image here is that the audience doesn't get to see you. We see you right here, and you've got a great image here. Here's the first thing is I think that your banner needs to be like pow. It needs to be, this channel is about you. Look at all these videos are about you and your adventures, and I don't think that this is a greeting at the front door. I think that this is like you've turned your back and you're almost like saying, "Hey, come follow me," but they haven't like grasped you yet. So I would consider 2 things. Number 1, moving to a banner where we see your face prominently in a background that looks really cool. So spend some time and get that produced if that's the direction that you want to go. If you want to keep using this image, what I would do is graphically, get some graphic design happening on this video. Maybe zoom in on the picture of you a little bit. You see where this, you could definitely put like a white color background behind this to make it pop a little bit more, or some cool like fleur-de-lis shapes, or just some pow zing kind of shapes, emoji stars or something here to fill up all this dead space here and talk more about who you are, right? If you wanted to use this picture. So I would say put some graphic design into this picture. I don't see enough contrast here, right? There's a lot of space over here. I like the brick, but what if you kind of like divided this into just a red wall, high contrast, and said something like, follow my adventures through the Pacific Northwest, or something like that, or broadcasting my travel adventures every Tuesday into your face.
Okay.
You've got real estate here to communicate more of a message, and you don't have to take my advice in terms of what you could do, but you've got to communicate more of a message, I think, in your channel banner here. Now, as we move over here, the biggest thing I got to say is thumbnails. You've got to put as much thought into your thumbnails going into the video as you do in the video itself. And I mean that from the deepest confines and pits of my soul. Not because your thumbnails are bad here. That's not why. It's because thumbnails are so vitally important. I think the only thing more important is how good the content is.
Right.
Because your thumbnail, especially on mobile, which I think is where you're going to get a lot of views from, that's what's going to make the viewer stop in their tracks. So let's take a look at some other travel and adventure vlogs. Just the homepage. It's not really the best way to. But take a look at some of these thumbnails here, right? Where it's a constructed image. This looks a little bit more like no, it's a vlog. I mean, I think this is a great thumbnail. It actually looks a little young, so I thought maybe this was an advertisement. Right. Here's a travel vlog, another great thumbnail. And notice how here we're showing more context. We're showing more context, but this looks like a photograph. This does not look like a screenshot from the video. Right. Here's another good one. This is obviously a screenshot or a clear shot. And look at how she used the emojis here. Right? So I want you to put a lot of thought into your thumbnails, and you don't have to look at other travel vlogs. You could look at other artists that are creating thumbnails. This is Casey Neistat. Yeah. Right? And they're not all fantastic. You got to understand, Casey Neistat gets views because he's Casey Neistat. Exactly. You have to stand out a little bit more. Just a little bit. So let's go here. I'll show you this. Tim Schmoyer, or video creators. And then I'll get off the thumbnail thing. Look at how Tim's got these thumbnails that all sort of like scream, I'm the same creator. Right. Yeah, right. He's got that same flow. I love using this red bar in the background, you know, and he's sort of like, he set this shot up and he's removed from the background. You know, do you have graphic design capabilities? Are you good at this stuff? I'm not, but my girlfriend's a graphic designer. So I would have her make a thumbnail template for you. And with that thumbnail template, you'll have something like, you'll have something that you can easily duplicate over and over again. When I see this channel, what I want to see here is, I like what you did here with the fireworks, but because it's a moving shot, it might be better to use a photograph, like an emoji of a firework, a picture of you. Like you could get a picture of this. This is why you paint your wall black, right? So you go for any plain background, take a picture of yourself, like, right? And then you put an emoji firework right here, easily remove the background with any number of apps. Just search for apps that are like how to remove the background. I use Cut Me In. And you can shoot 15 photos like this. All right. And then you've got them. You've got them. So whenever you need a thumbnail, when you're driving in the car, you go to Cut Me In, remove the background, then pull the thing into Canva or some other, and make your thumbnail right there. With a template, you can easily swap out some of those some of those designs as well. So have your thumbnails act as chapters in your book, so that you've got like thumbnails that have a lot of red in them mean you're out of town. Thumbnails with a lot of green in them are for when you're local. Okay. Okay. Or something to that effect. Now, on that same note, what I want you to do is add content down here. I want you to I want to see more playlists down here. So when you're logged into your channel, you'll have, you know, little icons. You hover up here and you can edit, and down here it will say add a new section. Okay. I think you should do you have a channel trailer? Do you have like a video that's I'm working on trying to pull all that stuff together right now. I don't have it yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, so when I unsubscribe, I just unsubscribed from you. Jerk. And I'm gonna refresh. Oh, it still says I'm. And so I'm gonna look at this channel as a new viewer now. So that's a great opening. As soon as I see the new Kia, I think you're sponsored. I don't think you need my views. But maybe, that's just me. This is your most important video right here. This is your most important video because this is where people are going to see you. I try to keep my most important one there, which is that one is for right now. Showing brand work. So this is getting you a lot of traffic. I mean,
Relatively. I had up there, we made the announcement that we were moving, had that up there for a while, and it picked up a ton. I just set this one up there a few days ago since it's a brand that I did some work with and for, so I wanted it to get some views.
Yeah, so I think that's really great. I'm conflicted as a marketer on whether or not having a brand name like Kia in your very like, hey, you just met me video. I'm
Right.
not sure if that's consistent with vlog culture.
Okay.
You know, so I would consider, I would try, like I look at this video, this was the best thing ever, and you're in your bomb ass sunglasses. The first thing I see is a couple having fun. This is why I tune into a travel vlog. And you've got your backpacks on. I mean, I love the title. This was the best thing we've ever done. I love how it opens. This might be a good channel trailer for you right now.
Okay, that's good to know.
So I really think about the channel trailer because it's going to be viewed differently, right? So now I'm subscribed. Now when I come to the channel, you know, I want to see more playlists down here. Your uploads are good. And remember, these are all going to have killer thumbnails on them too. So you need your channel to show like some type of theme. Let me show you what I mean, what I've got here on my channel.
Okay.
And we do this with thumbnails. So you can see how I've got my uploads here. But then I've got like my Snapchat series right here. It's all in the yellow. It's a theme, thematically. This is a little more, it's like green and orange. And these are my different vlogs. Now, obviously, you're not going to have a lot of videos, but you could have, you know, like I said, when you're away, when you're with Sam, and you could color code those in such a way so as to segment your viewers.
Okay.
All right. So let's take a look at your most popular videos. Or any questions on any of that?
Not yet. I was just going to say, so even though they're all just vlogs, still separate them and segment them into different lists?
Yeah, I want you to think of your, because what you're doing is you want to appeal to different segments of your audience. So for example, if you're doing a whole bunch of stuff on bacon, then put bacon in a playlist and call it My Bacon Playlist, right? Or if you're doing a bunch of stuff where you're traveling, let's say that you're in the South, you're in Charlotte, call that My Trip to Charlotte and put that in a video. You want to create not only like segments of your videos, but you want to be creating like scrollability on this page right here. You want people to be able to scroll down this and see the different types of adventures you're having. Someone might see the same video twice in two different playlists, but one is My Trip to Charlotte and the other one is the best coffee houses in America. And the coffee house one got the clicks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So find themes and find thematics that you can, or chapters.
I've got a lot of my Snapchat stories saved, and I got a playlist I want to create in there to upload those in. So maybe you should add that as well.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. If you're doing that, you know, I'm not a big fan of like throwing stuff over from Snapchat to YouTube, but you know, I think that it could help you. It's just more content. It's more content. So we don't want to put
a playlist that was just brand work, like work I've done with brands.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great idea. Great idea. And what you can do, Yarby, is you can actually create in your playlist an opening video. And it's just you on your mobile or anywhere. Where you're saying, hey, everybody, welcome to this playlist. In this playlist, I'm going to be talking about my trip to Charlotte or the best coffee houses in the world. And then what you're doing is you're introducing someone to the playlist. You're also showing sort of like come on in. You know, you're also, though, for your analytics, what you're doing is you're creating a link to that next video. And what YouTube is seeing is that people that watch that video end up watching the next one. And that's a good thing for you.
Okay. Nice.
So this is a look at all of your thumbnails. See, like this is really good, except for that it covered your eyes. I would have loved to have seen your eyes appear right between the C and the O. That would have been killer. Always try to have your eyes. This is a great thumbnail. Add some text to it.
Where are you? I can't see where you're at.
Is it black? Is it blackness?
No, I can't see the cursor. You're on California Sensation.
Great images here. great images here. We just like 1, 2, 3. It's all the same. It's the same image. Like throw some text in there. Give me some context. You put something in the corner that tells me it's part of the travel series, and that'll help a lot. So let's take a look at your top most popular video. How to import contacts into a Facebook fan page. Look, I have videos just like that where like I first started the channel, you know, but look at those views, man, 8,500 views. So that's going to bring us to the title conversation, right? Yeah. We have an announcement. Now, a lot of that traffic came from friends and family, correct?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. And it's going to get shared a little bit more, but let's take something like the great state of Texas. We meet her parents. Okay, so you've got to be writing titles, and we talked a little, I know you hate this. You've got to be writing titles in a way that attracts new viewership.
Right.
But you also want to maintain your spirit to your artistic and your intrigue.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, so, just like you said, I don't like the whole marketing headlines, but I guess in a sense to grow the channel, it might have to happen for a little while.
Well, I think that you need to consider that, because look at this #1 video, how to import contacts into a Facebook fan page.
Right.
But you can also add just like some little modifiers into something like the great state of Texas, like traveling through the great state of Texas to meet her parents.
Right.
You know, you could also call it how not to meet or how to meet your girlfriend's parents, parentheses, who are in Texas and really, really scary. Right? You don't have to do how to go through the state of Texas to have, you know, to meet her parents. It doesn't have to be a how-to title, but you can add little, like, think about how someone might search for this video, or how you could sort of keyword jack them to turn them on to your video. Like if somebody's searching for traveling through Texas, places to see in Texas, you know, so you could do seeing places to see in the great state of Texas, or seeing the great state of Texas to meet her parents. Right? So play with your titles there. Now, here's sort of a strategy we talked about yesterday, you and me on the phone as we were prepping for this, but I want to give the audience sort of an insight into this. There's 3 types of content we like to suggest you build on your channel: pull, push, and pow. Your pull content is pull, push, and pow.
Okay.
Okay. So pull content is keyword optimized content designed to attract someone who is just searching for something on the internet. Now that's, and the reviews dude is talking, and I see Ava's World is leaving some comments, and Daniel, thanks guys. We'll get to your questions in a second. A great way to attract some of that content is to do like the best cup of coffee in Texas, and to go do videos that are just designed to bring new traffic in and expose them to your personality. Right? So yeah. Jason, you could go to your local 5 different coffee shops in your main area and do the best cup of coffee in Montana, then the best cup of coffee in, or where to find Montana, or where to find coffee in Bozeman, and do a couple different coffee vlogs and put those in your coffee series,
right? In
your coffee playlist that have a little coffee emoji in the upper corner of all the thumbnails, right? And you're just gathering traffic from people who are searching for those things. In the video, you're sort of turning them onto your content. In the video, you're kind of, hey, I'm having a cup of coffee here, and man, after this, we're going to catch a plane to go to Charlotte, and I'm going to document the whole thing. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see that trip. We'll be having coffee down there too. But man, this cup of coffee is good. And it's a quick 2 or 3 minute video.
Yeah, I like that. And I was conflicted on whether or not just to keep my channel strictly like just my daily vlogs, adventure vlogs, whatever you want to call it, versus, you know, the best of series. But I could totally see myself doing that. And for those watching, the reason we keep talking about coffee is that that's my thing. When we go to a new city, I'm looking for the new best coffee shop that I can find. And so yeah, I could totally even go back in some old footage and content that I have now and still create those.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Re-optimizing is a strong idea, and I do it frequently. Usually I'll see some random video got a view this month, and I'll go back and re-optimize it, you know, and you'll see a lot of success coming from there. Let's go to some of the questions here that we see in the poll. Ava says, I think he needs to choose the right topic for his video. Yeah, I think she's right. You know, that's kind of what we're talking about is finding themes that are in your video and then throwing some of those themes into the title of your vlog. So I see one's called A Pretty Darn Perfect Day. That could be a pretty darn perfect day, you know, in Bozeman, Montana, or a pretty darn perfect day at the fair in Bozeman, Montana. Or, and I'm just saying Bozeman is the only town I know in Montana. Is that where? I don't even know if that's where you live. But let's just say it's called Bozeman Hotspots, a pretty darn perfect day, plus where to get cool straw hats. Dude, have some fun with these titles. You have 100 characters, and if you use the TubeBuddy tool, the TubeBuddy extension, it'll count your characters for you.
Okay.
The reviews dude says, should I put my Instagram stories on as YouTube videos? No, put them in as your Instagram stories. And remember, they're only going to take up half the screen, Yarby. That's true for your Snapchat videos as well. It's only going to take up part of the screen. So put something else here that says, hey, join me on Snapchat if you want to see more like this, or just like own up to the fact that it's just not a straight save video, upload to YouTube. Like, put something here in this blank spot, and this is the same for you, reviews dude. Put something in the black space. Yeah. So that, you know what I'm saying? So that it shows that
if I was going to put that, I was definitely going to put, like, you know, the emoji ghost, my Snapchat code, or something along those lines that just kind of filled that space up, or even overlaid on top of a phone like Carlos does.
You could have a question that's up in white letters that relates to the story. So you could say, what is your favorite type of creamer? You know, and they could answer in the comments. Do something to make it YouTube-y.
Right.
To respect the platform. It's a big piece for me. All right, let's go back to the videos here, and let's take the great state of Texas and just see what it looks like on the channel page. Just sort of like letting the video move a little bit. Yeah, can you see it? Okay, I'm just kind of watching the video a little bit too and seeing the beginning.
Yep, this is us boarding the plane.
And I remember watching this. So you've got so much space here on your title to keep moving here. So what I don't see happening, I don't see any branding. I don't see any branding elements, a logo of your name, of Yarby. You know, I'd love to see like Yarby probably in the upper corner here. And you need to turn on your subscribe button. You have it's called in-video programming. If you go here, Creator Studio.
Okay.
And then click on channel.
Okay.
It's called, I think, featured content. And you can feature your other videos. You can choose which video to feature on top of your existing video. And then you can add a branding image here. So okay. I would do those things, because when somebody hovers over this, when someone hovers over this in your video, mine will show up after about 10 seconds. See if I'll skip ahead. See this right here? When someone hovers over that, they're able to subscribe to my channel. My channel stats, it looks like it's broken right now, but my channel stats pop out.
Okay. And
it's basically that's what happens when you hover over it. So at VidCon, they actually focused on using this as a primary way to get people to subscribe to your channel. So add that.
YouTube, or is it best to create your own?
Oh shoot, I wasn't even on the screen. Say that again.
Should you just use what they supply you in? Do you have to create your own, or does YouTube supply you with that little button?
You got to create your own. It's like a 24 by 24 graphic. You could download these. So what we were showing everybody, I think the camera was on you, but Creator Studio over here, you click on feature content and you can upload like your most recent video, so that when somebody's watching one of your existing videos, you can optimize the timing, right? So that when they're about to log off, this thing pops up and hopefully leads them to another video. Then you can do the branding and add your own little subscribe button. You can do a face here. Amy Schmidauer, a mutual friend. She's got her own image there, which I like. I think it's cool. But you just want subscribers right now, so focus on getting those subscribers.
Is it best to put that button, the subscribe button, at the beginning or the end?
I would just keep it on after 10 seconds. Just keep it on.
Okay.
Let people have fun with it. So, and consider getting a little logo to put up here, Yarby, or a quick bumper that you could put in, or something that says, Fiverr. Go to Fiverr. Get an opening graphic or something. Now, take a look at what's appearing over here, okay? Because when we look at what's happening over here, we can get a good sense for what you're ranking for.
Right.
And what you're ranking for, really, these are all recommended videos. And what you want to do, Jason, is you want to appear in this section. You want to appear in this section of other people's videos.
Absolutely.
So, oops, I'm getting some text here. And you can see, look at this, guys, how this is in the recommended, a new video pops up. Look at how YouTube puts that new symbol right there. If you guys are creating videos, you want to be in someone's recommended videos, and you want to have, because you want to leverage this newness. Here's what are the key factors in what's coming up over here. Your title, your description, and your tags. Now, the only reason I can see your tags here is because I have TubeBuddy. So you got to get TubeBuddy, and you guys can you just can go check out TubeBuddy. It's a great tool.
Okay.
Now, you want all of those things to sort of work together. So your title should be restated in your description box a few times. Not keyword stuffing, but kind of like, say the great state. It's like the verbs, the verbiage, man. Seeing, traveling, going, driving. We're driving through the great state of Texas. Hey, and as we were seeing the great state of Texas, because you want to create a sense of like of what's the word I'm looking for? Like objective, like what your video is all about. You want to say to the search engines, this video is about seeing the great state of Texas, flying to the great state of, traveling through the great state of Texas, so on and so forth. So anyone that might be looking for similar tags or similar search terms might be able to find it. You definitely need more text here. You've got to think about your description box as a miniature blog. Aim for 300 words.
Okay.
Now,
why is that? Why is 300?
Because you need to establish relevancy. That's the term I was looking for, relevancy. And I mean that in the straight up SEO-iest sense of the word.
Okay.
Right? Like you're saying this video is like, you're going to change this title to your big keywords are going to be seeing the great state of Texas and to meet her parents. Right? It's going to be meet her parents. So you're going to want to have seeing, traveling, going, travel-related words, the great state of Texas, and meet her parents, meeting parents, the parent meetup. You want to have that a couple times in your description to establish relevancy, what your video is all about for the search engines. Your search engines what's going to put you up here. Well, more or less. It's what's going to get you found on search. Your thumbnail and your watch time are what's going to keep you there.
Right.
Your thumbnail's got to be clickable, and we talked about that. So use this space here, especially if you're a vlogger. Plus, what you're going to want to do is when you start promoting this video, you're going to want to start using like the first 2 paragraphs of your description box and using that on Medium and embedding your video there, and using that on LinkedIn and embedding your video there, or wherever else you might be vlogging your video or blogging your content.
Okay.
Okay. I like what you're doing here with the links. This is a great idea. You could also, Jason, do this with your gear. I'm shooting with this gear in case you wanted to know.
Yeah, I plan on that. I just haven't done it yet.
And
Nope.
you know, you could use Amazon affiliate links.
Yep.
Right? So that could go back to you guys. I suggest for everyone to do that. Who is going to be mad at a $20 check at the end of the month? You know, if it's just 441 views, if a small percentage of them buy the camera, buy the tripod over a year, you know, it's a nice little chunk of change to happen. Okay, so let's go into your tags. Your tags have got to be more relevant. I want you to focus on 3 different types of tags. Long tail tags, short tail tags, kind of like what you have now, and then branding tags. Okay, so your long tail tags are going to be traveling through the state of Texas, traveling to Texas, flying to Texas, right? I want you to have longer phrases. How to get through Texas, how to fly through Texas. How to meet her parents, how to propose to a girl. Even though that's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing. Right. But would you agree that somebody who wants to see a video about an engagement might be interested in a video about meeting the parents?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. Establish that relevancy. Throw it in there. Use all your tags. So use a whole bunch of long tail tags first. Shoot for like 3 to 5, maybe even 7 words.
Per long tail tag.
Per long tail tag. And you're going to have, you know, maybe on some videos you'll have a ton of those. Maybe on others you'll only be able to come up with 4 or 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But start there because that's going to be more, that's going to establish more relevancy for you. Look at this video. How to impress the parents. What to wear to meet your parents.
Right.
You know, that could be your title. How to impress her parents. Plus what to wear in Texas. I love that title, by the way. Now, the only problem there is, do you talk about any of those things? You know what I mean? Like, you certainly don't want to be like way off base just to get the search engine traffic. But think about your like when you're shooting the video, you know what you're shooting is going to be a video. Think about how you can structure that title and think about where your thumbnail is going to come into play when you're shooting the video.
Okay.
Make it an organic process. So these are Top Golf Houston. I get it. I get what you're doing because you were playing golf, but nowhere does it say golf up here. So you want to try to keep your tags relevant to your title and to your description box so that you're in the same family. Gotcha. Start with the long tail. Move to shorter things like travel vlog, engagement blog, family vlog. And here's what I would do. You got to have TubeBuddy to do this. I know it's starting to sound like a TubeBuddy commercial, but I don't want to like try to make you think that you could go and do tag research on your own. You can't. If you don't have TubeBuddy, or there's another one, I forget what it's called, you can't look at other people's tags. So I have TubeBuddy. I'm looking at this video with 8,700 views. I'm going to go to her tags, and I'm going to see what tag she's ranking for. She's on the first page for Meet the Parents, so I'm definitely going to use Meet the Parents.
Okay.
I see she's number 9 for Parents, so I'm definitely going to use that. She's number 8 for Meet the Parents Regular. So let's go to just click Meet the Parents Regular. And again, I'm using TubeBuddy.
That's TUBE?
Yeah, TubeBuddy.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the search term Meet the Parents. And I'll click on the results page and I have some stuff there. But just because not everybody has Meet the Parents, let's just go Meet the Parents. Let's just go here. This is called tag research. And I do a whole video on it. I'll post the iCard in it later. TV training. So I can actually see the exact same results I would have seen in TubeBuddy just by searching it here. Right. But it's not going to count all this. See, this is all just, I should have known better. This is not going to, the fact that she's even ranking on this page is phenomenal.
Impressive. It's really impressive.
Yeah. So Think Tank, we might try them. We'll go to their tags. Again, they're number 10 on that page. But really, they're not using tags. So when you see a video with a lot of views, but their tags aren't really that good, that means that they probably have a large subscriber base, you know, so they're getting found without having to use tags. But go and search for things that somebody who would watch this video might be searching for. How to meet your girlfriend's parents. Look at that, dude. That needs to be your first tag, how to meet your girlfriend's parents. Okay. So now we're seeing sort of like all this. So you've got meet her parents, impress her parents. And you've got some tags that you could start using. Let me just try this guy's tags real fast. Is it still loading? Well, you guys get the point. You want to use tags, tag research.
Yeah. Definitely want to get TubeBuddy, pick that up and try it out.
You definitely want to. You want to show up so that when somebody is watching another video related to this, that you show up over here, and you do that by tag jacking. Now, the last thing I want to cover, and then we'll wrap up, is the related channels. Talk to me about who are some filmmakers, some other channels that you're trying to, you think of yourself as like them.
Well, I like Casey is obviously everybody's inspiration. Ben Brown is another one who I really appreciate.
This guy right here?
Yeah.
So, you know, we can learn a lot from watching these types of channels. What we have to consider, though, is they're going to be less reliant on things like tags and search traffic.
Right, because they have
large audiences.
Yeah.
So it's helpful to look, just kind of like explore around. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at videos. And I'll tell you what, one of the things that he does really well with his thumbnails, they're all color corrected. You know, look at that.
Edited?
Yeah, I mean, these are clearly edited. Look at that yellow. Yeah. Look at these colors here. Not all of them. This one's most likely. That one probably had to be. This one, Rio, I mean, amazing. Let's take a look at his, what shows up over here. So when we're watching his video, inside the Olympic, man, it's like Casey Neistat. So we're not getting a lot here.
Yeah, just all his.
Yeah, it is. We're getting a lot of his, which is kind of how you want to be too. So now what I'm doing is I'm clicking on commenters. And I'm clicking on commenters now and seeing what their channels are all about. And the idea here is that you're seeing what other influencers in the space are doing. Now, that's the big one. That's what we'll close with is that was kind of tough. Like that last 2 minutes there, I'm sitting here doing research, and it's almost like there's tons of small vloggers like you or the big guys.
Yeah, it is. That's the truth. That's the hard part.
What you've got to do is get into vlogging communities, and you've got to join vlog communities on Facebook, on hiking sites, you know, wherever they might be. You know, yeah. And you're gonna do watch like comment relationship with some of them. Post your videos and we'll like them. Then when we post ours, you'll like ours. That's okay. Start getting the comments going. Okay. Join a group like FameBit may not be the best group because you're just starting out, but YouTube networks and video filmmaker networks. Okay. Get people commenting on your videos. You know, go comment on other people's videos, especially people that are related. Develop like this. Like I got a relationship with this guy who's in the space with me. He does video marketing, and I think I'm better. So I'm constantly like going to him and saying, "Hey, did you see my new video? Hey, dude, nice video. You're looking pretty good. Did you see mine? We're looking pretty sharp too." And he comes back to me, and we're kind of like competing, but we're both commenting on each other's. We're supportive publicly, but we know that there's like a little bit of that. That's fine. Use that competitive edge to make friends in the space. You know what I mean? And to get likes, clicks, views, and that sort of thing. So Anyway, that's my channel review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yarby, I'll kick it over to you. Any questions on what we covered?
No, I feel like I've got a little bit of homework to go do now. Gotta go check out TubeBuddy first and foremost. It's one of the things that you mentioned, like finding the groups. Is it's kind of hard, like as you're getting started, to find those groups. So if you have a good resource of groups in Facebook to go be a member of, I like to see those. I've looked for a few, but I really haven't found anything that seems to be super relevant or applicable.
I'll say this, go to the description box right now if you're watching this on the replay and click on the link to my Facebook group, the Video Spot channel fan page, and join the group there. That's a great starting point. From there, once I see the content that you're posting or that anyone else who's watching this might be posting, I can give you links to different groups. It's always so, because I'm happy to get you guys into those networks. It's an important place for you to be. But also look at travel vlogs, meetups, get some business cards made with your YouTube channel. Like the quickest way to find you, I think for you, it's going to be Jason Yarby. You need to put like Jason Yarby or Yarby, Jason Yarborough, and Jason Yarby. It needs to be a tag on every one of your videos so that when people, you can say, just search J Yarby on YouTube. People will do that. And get viewership. Like we're all looking for, like, where can I post my video and get 1 billion views? Your channel has to be a part of your lifestyle. Your channel is if it's going to be your living, treat it like you're living. Everywhere you go, I have a travel vlog. I have a travel vlog, and create relationships with people that could turn into more views.
Okay.
So I'll leave it at that. Any questions from the audience? The audience has any questions for Jason? We'll stay on for a few more minutes, but I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We've got Rayanne asks, hey everyone, how to convert Instagram followers into subscribers on YouTube. I'm sure, Rayanne, are you still there? You were the last comment. So I'll wait to hear back from you. If you're still there, we'll answer that question. Ava's World. Ava's awesome, by the way. I follow Ava on Snapchat. Hey, Jason, what's your Snapchat?
It's Jason Yarby.
/ Jason Yarby.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you want to follow Jason on Snapchat, you can scan the code right now.
Thank you.
And Ava's there with me. I follow Ava. She's awesome. She has a channel that she's growing, and she's even making a video of my family in that channel. So I'm excited. Okay, Rayanne's still around. So he says, how do I convert my Instagram followers to YouTube? Here's what I did for that, okay? And I'm no longer active on Instagram. I felt like the return was it's just not me. I'm not an images guy. I'm a moving images guy. So what I did was first, your channel subscribe link. Your channel subscribe link. Get your channel subscribe link. If you don't know what that is, tag me in the comments below. Get your channel subscribe link, shorten it with a Google URL shortener, and post that in your Instagram. That needs to be on your Instagram profile, first and foremost. Then your Instagram videos. Use the TubeBuddy GIF animator program to create 10-second GIFs of your videos. And they should be your best 10 seconds. Now, when I did this, I used a different GIF animation program, but use TubeBuddy because we've already been talking about it. You can make 10-second GIFs and post those on Instagram. Create intrigue. Don't tell, hey, my latest video is about X, Y, and Z. Or you don't say, hey, my latest video is about, my latest video is me and Sam travel, or me and Sam like moving to Montana. It's, in my latest video, Sam and I share an announcement that could possibly change your life. And if you don't know what I mean, you really have to watch, the 1 minute, 37 second mark of the video. You're going to love it. But let me just give you a sense. Is there ever a time in your life where, you know what I mean? Like I haven't even mentioned the video content, right. But have I not created a little intrigue for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's finding those tricks. It's finding like saying things like, wait till the 1 minute mark, you'll go nuts. Or wait till you hear what the baby says. And it's like, huh? Like I've got to watch this video. So I hope that helps, Rand. That's what helped me on Instagram, and I never had a huge following. I might have 1,000 followers there. So hopefully that works. Ava's World says, how can we put the appropriate mic? How can we find the right mic? Look, mics are easy. Find a mic that's not cheap. That's it. Like that's the biggest deal. Don't buy a dollar mic. What mic do you use, Jason? Do you use any labs or anything when you're out in the field?
No, I'm just shooting from the camera.
Are you shooting from a camera or from the phone?
Camera.
That's great.
The G7X.
How's that Gorilla tripod thing you got?
This thing's awesome. I got the little Joby, not the smallest one, but not the medium one either. So it's kind of like right in between those.
That's cool.
This thing is incredible. It's a game changer.
That's good to know because I'm struggling. I still use tall tripods. I have this, but obviously it doesn't always do it.
I had one of those until I switched to this, and this thing never fails. It's so good.
Cool. Tabletop tripods are the way. That's where everyone's going in that direction. Yeah. So get a mic that's around $50. I use the ATR 2100. I bought 2 of these, and I threw the first one away because it was broken. I probably should have just restarted my computer because this one did the same thing. And I go like, it's broken again. And I restarted my computer and it worked. And I was like, crap, I think I just threw away a $50 microphone. And by the way, it's the same. I have 2 of these webcams too because same thing.
I do have one of these for the computer, but I don't think it'll work on the camera.
Show that one. Show it again.
Little M Audio producer mic.
What did that one cost?
100.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. It's like it's not the cheapest gear on Amazon.
Right. Well, I wanted to buy good ones. We had the podcast going for a while as well, so I just went ahead and made the investment to have it, and it's been great. It's come in handy numerous times, including right now.
That's awesome. It sounds great too.
Well, thank you.
It sounds amazing. Looks like that's all the comments we have today, guys. It's been a real pleasure working with you. Check out Jason's channel. Subscribe over here. I'm Owen Video. We'll see you guys. If you want to have your channel reviewed, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. I'm Owen Video.